Tim Gentry, that don't talk about my family even though I post them all over the internet, crybaby piece of shit. And he is a piece of shit. Look at this asshole texting and driving behind the wheel of a semi-truck, of a tractor trailer. Not only is Tim Gentry a truck driver, but he's a business owner, Gentry and Sons. He must be the head honcho at Gentry and Sons. So obviously this is acceptable behavior at Gentry and Sons. You guys ever wonder how all these accidents on the road happen where you see, a semi truck that just crushed a car into a little crushed up ball of paper? Oh! Or a semi-truck, that's out there killing people on the road. They're speeding through hazardous conditions like rain, snow, road work, right? I see it all the time on Donner or the Grapevine or Tehachapi or, 101, the 5, the 10, the 80, whatever freeway you're on. Once you become a truck driver, you realize that most truck drivers are assholes. There's some of the worst drivers out there. Most truck drivers are so dangerous. I really think the FMCSA or whoever's in charge, Trump, Biden, I don't know, right? Gandhi, someone needs to look at these assholes on the freeway and get them off of the freeway. People like Gentry and Sons, in my opinion. This is just in my opinion, but I think my opinion is pretty good when Tim Gentry thinks it's a good idea to not just text and drive behind the wheel of a tractor trailer. And Tim Gentry does oversized too. He does oversized haul, right? But not only does he think it's a good idea to text and drive behind the wheel of a tractor trailer, but he thinks it's a good idea to text and drive and record himself doing it and then turn around and take it a step further and post it online for the world to see that asshole. And then get mad at people when they say that, oh, all of these reaction channels or whatever, they're affecting my business. I use YouTube as a marketing tool.
I use my YouTube for a marketing tool. So when some of my customers, they go to YouTube to see how we pull boats or the yachts that we pull or things that we do. And you go to search my name on YouTube and then some guy pulls up with,
Okay, Tim, so how do you think it's a good idea for you to market yourself texting and driving and then post it online for your customers and, for the, trucking community and the business world to see? What a dumb motherfucker. In my opinion, this is just in my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. I think Tim Gentry needs to get his Class A revoked and his business shut down, just in my opinion, because obviously this texting and driving is okay at Gentry and Sons. You guys ever wonder why all this regulation is in the trucking industry, right? The cameras, the speed limiters, right? The radars, the ELDs. It's because of assholes like this. It's because of assholes like Tim Gentry behind the wheel of a semi-truck. And please believe, there's been a lot of assholes that have come and gone before Tim Gentry, and there's going to be even more assholes getting their Class A today. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I just thought this was kind of crazy, right? A truck driver texting and driving, and then he posts it online. But in all seriousness, you know why this pisses me off? And, I think it's up to us truck drivers to call out other bad actors in our industry and do everything we can to get them out, because people like this have no business in our line of work, right? Making the roads very dangerous. I mean, trucking is probably one of the most dangerous things that you can do. And all we need is some asshole texting and driving online, right? I mean, I've watched a few of this dude's live streams that he has that are still posted on his YouTube channel, and he's obviously doing behind the wheel, holding his phone, reading his live stream out while he's driving. Why this pisses me off so much is because, dude, when you become a truck driver, the most dangerous part of the job are the other truckers on the road that do shit, like pass you on the left, speeding through road work, inches from sideswiping you or hitting you. You know what I mean? Sometimes in the rain and snow, through road work, shit like that. You know, assholes going down the grapevine, ass to ass, right? Going down these mountains, ass to ass, right? Speeding down the mountain, okay? This is why this pisses me off, and I think it's up to us, truck drivers, to call this shit out. Let me know what you think about it in the comments.